Hey guys, it's Bruce from You Buy a Drone. I'm going to shoot a quick little video here. Nothing spectacular, no post-production. All I want to do is get out there what the LaForge module is. Everybody keeps asking. Apparently some guys live under a rock still. I don't know, but here you go. It is a module for your Dominator goggles. Now, you also have the option here of adding a diversity module, which on the site you'll see comes as a kit for $100. It's pretty inexpensive for what you get. If you watch my TBS Triumph review video, I was using these goggles in that video. I have not had any problems utilizing this module. We're using a dual filtering system, so you'll have a dual filter on this module, dual filter on this module, so whichever one you're using, you're getting great reception. Now, this is what will happen when you plug it in. LaForge module, version 1.3. Alright, so it boots up, and this is a manual mode right now. That's because I don't have the a receiver, or excuse me, a transmitter. Now, the reason this is beeping to us right now is for, I believe, 30 seconds. This is going to emit an IR signal out of this IR transmitter here. This IR transmitter, it's not important right now because it's not released, but the IR transmitter is transmitting 5645 to our soon-to-be released video transmitter. You'll notice this video transmitter has no dip switches. It doesn't have any buttons except for a switch to put it into bind mode, and then it has this little IR receiver right here. So what's going to happen is, when you plug these in for 30 seconds, you'll hold this IR transmitter up to this IR receiver on your video transmitter, as long as this is in bind mode, and the module is going to set the frequency on the video transmitter. So the cool thing about that is when you are at the field, you don't have to flip through dips to get to your channel. If you put it into bind mode, plug in your quad, then you're not going to be broadcasting on any frequencies until this binds this to the channel that it needs to be, and then you click it back over. You're going to be on your assigned channel. Now, the cool thing about that is you can set this to any channel that you want. Like I said, this was on manual mode. So you just scroll through your system, and right now it's just picking up frequencies. It also has a spectrum analyzer. If I go to band scanner, this is scanning all the bands. So it's a spectrum analyzer. Let me grab a battery. It's a big battery, but anyways, let me grab a battery. Now I'm plugging in my quad. So right now, this is all over the place. You'll see that it's finally picking up. I don't have any antennas on anything, but you'll notice I just flipped it into bind mode, which means that there are no transmissions. Now, when I turn it back on, you'll see that it's picking up a channel now. So let me try to do this. This buzzer is going crazy. So it's auto searching. So it just picked up 5732. Don't think that's the channel this should be on. It's probably just picking up a little bit because I have no antenna, so it doesn't really know what's going on. And you also got to figure I'm right next to it, so it's just broadcasting all over the world. So basically, that's what the LaForge module is. It's a module for your goggles with the option to have diversity. The diversity system comes over here. It has a buzzer for when you're doing your switch. There's no buzzer just on the module. You have to get the diversity to get the beeper. Now, the other thing that people have asked about is the wires. So you have two options. If you're just like me, you want to be simple, install it and use it. I just two-way taped it. taped a little piece of tape down here to hold the wires to the face mask, and I ran the goggles on the outside, or the wires on the outside of the goggles. Now, some people want to be snooty and all fancy. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to include a template. We're going to include a template that'll cover this area here. You'll have to cut it out of your door. No big deal. If you mess it up, we're going to have doors for sale. Also, you can trim a hole here. There's enough space in the front of the goggles to run your wires through the other side, and then you'll have to notch out this door so that your wires come through. Now, that's all going to be something that you're going to have to discover. I'm not going to give instructions on how to take your goggles apart. That's going to be something that you'll have to do. The diversity module, we're working with Great 3D right now. Kenny's designed a case for this module that'll glue itself to this door or two-way tape itself to the door, and then you can slide that module in there so it's protected, or like I said, you can just put it on the outside via two-way tape. Sorry for the video quality. Like I said, I didn't want to do any post-production. I was just going to do a quick video because these are going to be released in the next hour and a half, I believe, and better get those fingers ready because I think they're going to sell out pretty quick.